All right. I want to share some brief thoughts with y'all about mainly about the method of research. This is going to be a brief teaser. I'm not going to talk too much about this meme right here, but I want to show y'all something. All right. Now, let's say you see this meme, right? And you want to research it to see whether it's not as true. Because if it is true, you're going to, if you're not a Christian, you're going to throw this in the face of Christians, or you're going to present this to them. And if you're a Christian, you want to research this to see if this is true, whether or not it's true, so that either you can know that you're being deceived by Christianity or you can disprove it, right? So since most of us is not going to enroll into a class just to learn this kind of thing, you do what most people do. You go to Google, all right? So let us go to Google. You go to Google. We're going to start with Addis. Let me go back. I don't know if your Addis is right here. We're going to start with Addis, right? And you'll see why in a second. So you go to the internet. You want to learn the first thing, which is about the virgin birth of Addis. So you go and you click in Addis's birth. Now, you're going to get a whole bunch. Usually you get Wikipedia first, and then you get a list of websites as you see here. Now, the thing is, this is what most people do. This is what most non-Christians do. You see the top site, Theoi Greek Mythology.com or whatever. You see this one, Addis, born of a virgin on November 25th, crucified and resurrection. What most of y'all do is y'all go for sites like this, right? And I'm not going to tell you not to look at that site. I'm going to show you a problem with that, because I'm going to go down and show you what the Christians do. So if you already believe that Christianity is fake, you'll go to a site like this first. If you're a Christian, the tendency is to go to a site like this first, refuting Addis Smith parallel. So you go to a site like this, you'll read the argument, and then you'll go and share what you read with someone else. Both of these are bad methods of studying. Again, obviously, people aren't, it's unrealistic to expect people to go take a class or to spend 10 months researching something like that, especially when people have done the work already. What you do is you don't go to a skeptic site first. You go there and hear the arguments, but you don't go there first. You don't go to a Christian site first. All right. You don't do neither one of those. What you do is, if you want to know the truth about something, you go to, like, for example, this is about Greek mythology. You go to a site about Greek mythology that has no bias towards Christianity or against it. That's how you do research. You read what they say and you read the details about that God. And if that God matches Christianity, then you go and you see what the Christians say about it. All right. Now, if what you read doesn't match Christianity, if it matches what the skeptic says, you go and read what the skeptic says. All right. OK. And then what you do is you find more than one website. All right. You got Wikipedia, and we know Wikipedia isn't automatically like the god of the internet or anything like that, but it's a popular place that people go. So I'm going to mention it. You see all of these sources. All right. See, here's another one. This is a Christian ministry. It's called apologetics. That means defense of the faith. This is a Christian ministry. I'm not going to go there first. I'm a Christian, and I'm not going to go there first. Not if I'm really trying to learn, to have a discussion with somebody. If I'm just trying to hear a quick answer, a quick reply to it, I might. But for the purpose of that meme, that I want to research the meme, I'm not going to go to a Christian site first. So basically, here's another one. This is I haven't looked at this one, but this is either a Christian defense site or it's one that is going to, is Jesus plus nothing. So I'm guessing that this is a Christian apologetic site. Christ alone. That's one of the tenets of Christianity. So basically, just to repeat myself, what you're going to do is, if you want to research, you go to a site, a neutral site first, a site that is not biased towards Christianity, not biased against Christianity. You go to a site that is simply stating what the ancient Greeks thought about Addis. All right. And you read what they say. And then you compare it to the claims that you saw in the meme or the whatever people are sharing these days. That's how you do proper research. Now, I guarantee you, well, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to make a video dealing with it later. But you do that with all of the gods in this meme. You go to, like, let's say I started with Addis. So you go look at, born of a virgin. You look for that in the Greek sources or sources discussing the Greek belief system. Then you look for the birth date. Then you look for crucifixion. Then you basically you go through all of the stuff in here and you look for it. You don't just go straight for the anti-Christian site. You don't just go straight for the Christian site because you're Christian and you assume it's wrong. So the first thing you do is, as a Christian, and I used to do this. As a Christian, if I saw a meme like that and I wanted to disprove the whole virgin birth of Addis, I would do this. This is what I used to do. Proof that Addis, I don't even know if I spelled it right. Proof that Addis was not born of a virgin. Oops, I can't spell. Let's see what pops up. Oh my gosh, this show don't like the word virgin. So this is what I used to do. And this is probably what most Christians do. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to get the Christian site, WordPress. You're going to get, well, you see here, the anti-Christian site or the, exposing site or whatever. You're going to get just site. See, here's this, Ending the Myth of Horus. Now, this is a Christian site or something like that because it's disproving the claim of Horus. So I'm assuming it's Christian. And here's one. There are many other virgin births besides. Basically, when you search like this, you get biased websites. Then that doesn't automatically mean that they're wrong. But you don't want your source to be a secondary biased source. You want your sources to be someone who has no interest in the argument whatsoever. So you can get the actual truth of what you're researching. All right. So that's that. As for this meme itself, I will give you a teaser question. Which one of these virgin births involved the god being stitched into a thigh of another god, and that's how they were born? Which one of these virgin births involves a hermaphrodite demon cutting off its penis and bleeding on the earth? And I'm not making this up. Which one of these virgin births involves a golden dildo? All right, that's the teaser. I'm going to come back later and go more in depth on this thing.